2 timeouts. From the shotgun, Minsa ready, he's got it. Looking downfield, backpedals, rolls to the right, launches in zone for Higgins. He's got it! Touchdown! And Minsa from the shotgun is ready. Here's the snap. He will throw. They bring pressure. He's got time though. Lofts it in zone for Barkay. Got it again! Touchdown! And from the shotgun, Minsa ready. They bring pressure. Doesn't get home. Fires down the left sideline for Anthony. He's got it inside the 20. Spinning out of bounds at around the 18-yard line. Forget the field goal there in the red zone, looking for 6. From the shotgun, here's the snap to Minsa. Looks to his left, as all day, to the end zone for King! What a catch! Touchdown!
Darian, he does very well under pressure, and whenever he's in rhythm in those 2-minute drives, we feel like we can't be stopped. And so when we're moving fast, I have all the confidence in the world in Darian to keep making plays and moving the offense because, you know, he can get outside the pocket, stay in the pocket, and so it's just a luxury to have.
Just being in the moment and focusing on the present, you know, trying not to make, you know, anything bigger than it is. It's just football. So going out there and controlling what I can control is one of the biggest things, and I feel like that's how I just stay, you know, level-headed throughout the game.
And on a picture-perfect night in the Bay Area, we welcome you to Berkeley as the Blue Devils head out on the road tonight, looking to get to 3-0 in ACC play for just the 5th time since 1963. Blue Devils looking to get a win on the road here tonight, playing in the state of California for just the 8th time and the 1st time since 2012. It's a handoff to Shepard, wheeling outside right. He'll take it in for the touchdown. For Shepard, that's his 3rd of the season, and a nice bounce back for the Blue Devils. It's 14-6. Blue Devils at the line quickly. Minsa from the shotgun. Here's a snap, a give to Castle, straight ahead, and he plows his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Here's the snap, he will throw it. Ring pressure, doesn't get home. End zone for Brown on the left. He's got it! Touchdown! Quayshawn Brown, full extension, and the Blue Devils are an extra point away from tying it. Here's a snap, a give to Castle, straight ahead. Burrows his way in for the touchdown, and the Blue Devils have the lead. 1:10 to play in the half. It's 27-21 with the extra point to come. Here's the snap. Minsa will throw, backpedals, looking to the end zone, fires, trying to find Barkay. Oh, what a catch! Touchdown! Along the back line, he won the battle, and it's 37-21 with the extra point to come. Barkay with a knockout blow with 8:22 to go. And off for Shepard, room on the right, 40-35, one man to beat. He's gone, 10-5 touchdown. They Shepard a blur, and it's 44-21 with 5:50 to go. In the end, 38 unanswered. And a resounding 24-point win on the road. 45-21 is the final score.
Well, first, there's a lot of ways to win a football game, and what we've seen over this winning streak is we can be like Syracuse, where you start fast and hold on to a lead. But our guys have confidence that if we do fall behind, like we did against NC State and like we did against Cal, if we don't panic, if we stick to the plan, we can turn it around. And we knew central to the plan was the team that would run the football would have the better chance to win the game. And I thought we were able to be dominant up front on both sides over the course of 60 minutes. The reason why is because a quarterback that didn't have a run game was going to eventually get harassed into mistakes. And that's exactly what we did. Their quarterback is very talented, started the game on fire. But if you have to drop back and throw it again and again against our defense, we're going to get you. And the pressure eventually told. And then the last part was making contested catches. And, you know, Darian did a great job of protecting the football, and our guys did a phenomenal job of making hard catches, which Cal was going to make you do, creating the explosion that we saw on offense when we got rolling.
Yeah, obviously a lot of new weapons this year. So it took us a little bit to get going kind of the way we wanted to, but I think the past 2 weeks we've seen the offense be really what we envisioned it since this coaching staff came here. And I know the offense feels really confident in themselves right now, and the players are excited. You know, we're an explosive offense, and we know we can go out there and any play can be a touchdown. So that gives us, it makes the game a lot of fun. You know, you never know when the next play is going to hit you, and also you never know the next guy that's going to make the play. Like every week, it seems to be somebody different. It can be Coop one week, Queso another. It could be Andrell, and our running backs. Everybody's having great weeks. Quez, Nate Shep, the freshman, and AC. Anybody can get in there and score, and we're super confident. And I think that helps us going into ACC play and getting into these bigger games.
Duke All Access is brought to you by Coca-Cola. Passionate fans and an ice cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. Fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
Fact. It's Ford Truck Month, and it's the best time to get a great deal on a new Ford truck. From the company that assembles more vehicles, employs more hourly workers, who help make Ford the best-selling truck brand in the Carolinas. It's Ford Truck Month. Get great deals on a huge selection, and that's a fact. For the latest offers on a new Ford truck, see your Carolina Ford dealer or visit buyfordnow.com today.
Let's go, bud. Hurry up. Come on. I'm a baseball dad. Just because I didn't go pro doesn't mean my kid won't. Give me that.
No pressure, kid. Just everyone watching.
Coach says it doesn't matter if you win or lose the game, but that's what losers say. You got to swivel those hips, right? And you got to swing. 4! And if you don't have the right insurance, you can be paying for this yourself. So get Allstate, save money, and be protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me.
Man, here's the deal. Duke football has become a gritty, hard-nosed, high-functioning team that now has a quarterback that's absolutely electric. So I'm excited to see it.
Looking to throw, has time, launches to the left, dangerous pass, and Pellicciano picked it off. 15-20, up the right sideline, 30, 35, and 40. Still on his feet across midfield, and Pellicciano will take it down to the Cal 41-yard line.
I've mentioned forever that the turnovers, if you do your job in this defense, the turnovers come. History backs that stat. We're amongst the tops in the country right now in creating turnovers, and the formula is simple, and you saw it against Cal. If you make yourself hard to run against, you're going to create third down and longs, and third down and longs are where most turnovers come. If you get a team into an obvious passing situation, which the other obvious passing situation is taking the lead. So our offense is doing a great job protecting the football. They're scoring points. Teams now feel under pressure that they've got to match us score for score, and as a result, that ball's got to be in the air, and that's the best way to get it turned over.
Four-man rush this time. Sangaputelli flush to the right, fires downfield, intercepted. Rivers has his first pick of the season. The senior out of Beaumont, Texas, has the Blue Devils' second takeaway of the night.
We feel like our defensive front is one of the strengths of our football team, and even early on when the quarterback was on fire, our guys were coming to the sideline saying we can get after this offensive line. So really what was a matter of seeing how they were attacking us down the field, getting our coverages right where we can make the quarterback just hold on to the ball for a little bit longer. And then as I mentioned, just pressure is about being relentless over 60 minutes. He may get the ball out in the first quarter, which he did, but sooner or later he's got to hold on to it, and that's when we were able to get him.
Here's the snap, three-man rush. Sangaputelli in trouble again, escapes to his right, and down he goes! Back at the 13-yard line this time. VJ Anthony joins Shopper, and it's punting time for the Bears. Ready to throw. Deep drop, fires underneath. High, intercepted. Who else? Shopper, and he tumbles down at the 49-yard line. Another freshman with a pick, and for Shopper, that's his first in his Duke career. And a third Duke takeaway tonight.
it was a lot of adversity early for the defense, and the first credit's got to go to the staff. The staff didn't panic. You know, as football coaches, we're problem solvers, and we had to go to work, had to put on our problem-solving cap. You know, moving Luke Murgat to will linebacker, that's not easy to do. And so to make the transition a little bit easier, we played some nickel defense, which makes the alignments for the Mike and Will linebacker a little bit easier. Chandler Rivers came in, did a great job on number 21, who's a really dynamic player for them. And then Elliott Shopper, you know, again, you never know when your name's gonna be called, and for Luke to adjust the way he did, for Elliott to come in, for Chandler to play a nickel position that we didn't really practice much during the week. Those three guys and their flexibility were crucial to our success, and once we got rolling, we really stuffed them after that.
And now on third down, it's Brown to throw, escapes to the right, being pursued, fires. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted again. This time it's Musa Kane at the 37-yard line. As everybody is eating, and that feast is going to continue in the end zone to our right with 4:39 to go.
We've learned a lot about ourselves, and as I mentioned, when we were 1-2, we're 1-2, but we'd played two really good teams that taught us some places where we still needed improvement. We could have played a weaker schedule and been 3-0, and I don't know that we'd have won the 3 after that without the lessons we learned against Illinois and against Tulane. As simple as the way we protect the football and offense, you know, in the last 3 weeks, and how that's related, our turnover margin has related to the 3 victories. Even just the energy we play with, there's a lot of things we're doing better now than we did earlier in the season. Our special teams has made a big jump. And so sometimes, look, you hate to lose any game, but really good teams learn, and this team has evolved and we've gotten better each week.
Duke All Access is brought to you by Gatorade, created to hydrate better than water. Gatorade, the official sports drink of Duke Athletics.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
Turn up the heat on the competition this season with CPI Security, proud partner of the Duke Blue Devils.
Hey, what's up, roomie? I got us some Jersey Mike subs.
Danny DeVito? Are you my freshman roommate?
And that doesn't matter. This is a Jersey Mike's commercial where the subs matter most. I mean, look how big that is. We'd eat that for lunch and for dinner. Hey, we'd eat that. Hey, who let the rents in? You want a Jersey Mike's?
Introduce us to your new roommate.
Mom, it's Danny DeVito.
That's mine. Don't touch it. Where the subs matter most. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
From the mountains to the coast and everywhere in between, Duke's researchers are working hard for North Carolina. So you can be there for the moments that matter the most. From our labs to the ones you love.
Duke Research saves lives.
At quarterback, St. Elizabeth, California.
I just grew up playing quarterback. I was just always a quarterback in elementary school. I was the all-time quarterback, and I guess that's just how that came about. I did want to play receiver just because I thought it was fun. I used to, just watching all the highlights and stuff. Tavon Austin was awesome, but I kind of just always played quarterback since the start. I used to watch a lot of Russell Wilson. My mom said I looked like Russell Wilson when I was a kid. So him and Seahawks, I was a big Seahawks fan when I was younger. And then Geno Smith at West Virginia are two of my role models for quarterback.
And from the shotgun, Minson will see Barkade on the right side of the formation. Here's the snap. A give to Castle. Nope, Minson to throw. Going for Barkade. He's got it! Touchdown! Barkade takes it home on 4th and 1. 37 yards, and it's 34-26. How about that play call?
It's funny, you talk about like all the excitement and all the explosiveness, and you know, everything comes to being the quarterback, especially here at Duke. Really, he's been, in my mind, very efficient at being a boring quarterback. He gets the ball where it's supposed to go. He's been very good at being good at checkdowns or throwing the deep ball when it's needed to be thrown. He hasn't tried to force things. He's adapted to our system, and we've adapted to him and calling plays in his style as well. So just, you know, and then him as a leader, you know, he leads our offense. He's not afraid to coach guys and tell them, you know, how to run routes and how to execute the offense, and the guys really respect that.
And so to throw here on first down all day, end zone shot, Anthony, he's got it, touchdown! What a strike! 27 yards to double the lead.
You said it. The accuracy of that football, David, it could not have been better.
Darian's a great leader. He's done a great job since he came in January. He really mixed right in with us. I mean, you know, he was never really an outsider. He started going to dinners with us, hanging out with us, you know, going to the movies, playing golf, whatever it is, which was huge for our chemistry. And then now on the field, he's a very, you know, I describe Darian, he's very confident. He's very confident in himself and in his teammates, but he's not cocky from the standpoint of, you know, he's not a showboater necessarily, and he'll never talk about himself. But, you know, when he has the level of confidence that he does in himself, it inspires us. And, you know, we never feel like we can lose a game, or if we're behind, we always feel like we can catch you, because he's the best quarterback in the nation. And, you know, I have all the faith in the world in him.
I think that Darian, from a receiver's mindset, is the perfect quarterback because he wants to throw first, and he's super accurate, and he has a huge arm, but he's athletic enough to extend the plays, and that he can bail us out of a lot of situations, and we can scramble around and get a lot of extra yards and even touchdowns like that. So for me, he's like one of the ideal archetypes of a quarterback. But behind all his play on the field, I think the most important thing, or the thing that really captured me the most when I first met him, was how intentional and how much he cares about what he's doing, and how professional he takes it. Where at a younger age, I wasn't like that. It was really impressive, and it's inspiring for sure.
I think Darian is getting better and better every week. We're utilizing all aspects of our passing game. I think all the weapons we have around Darian are really helping. I mentioned that the running game, I think, is giving us better looks down the field to throw the football. And but every now and then, you're still going to make your quarterbacks. You have to make some big-time plays. And early on in the game, he made a big-time third-down throw to Barkade on about a 3rd and 11 or 12. Made a big-time throw to Queso Brown in coverage on a 3rd down and long. And these are the plays that if you don't make him as a quarterback, these are touchdown drives. We scored TDs on these drives. And the only reason we score TDs is because you have a quarterback that, when it gets down to 3rd and long, when everyone in the stadium knows you're going to pass, including the defense, you can still stick one in there. And that's really where Darian has proved to be special.
He's like a gamer. He's like a playmaker. And obviously, like, as a receiver, that builds confidence within yourself, because, I mean, he trusts us, you know what I'm saying? So we trust him as well. And he's also always going to look for us to get open. I mean, he'll scramble, and he'll still look for us down the field. And he's just a very, like, personal person. So, like, I can talk to him about if I'm going through something. He can talk to me. And just, like, that just builds confidence and trust within each other.
I think the biggest thing is trust with the quarterback, and trust that he's going to go out and execute what we ask him to do, and he's not going to try to do anything more than what's there and available. And he's a competitor, you know, and I think you trust his competitiveness. He's going to fight with everything he's got to win a game, to win the play, and you just believe in that. It makes things easy to call plays when you do believe in your quarterback like that.
Oh, well, we can certainly continue to improve in the passing game. We have a better sense of how people are defending us now. I still think our accuracy down the field, there's more to be had there. I think we can still continue to improve on our RPO game as well. So remember, it's not just Darian, it's the timing with our wideouts, and Barkade and Anthony and King, guys that weren't around us in the spring that are getting better and better. So we're happy with where we reached the bye, but we know that there's a whole nother level for this offense.
Coach Diaz, I say this in any interview, but he's, when he talks, it's special, and so I just felt that when I first met him the first time, and then to be in this offense, where they spread people out vertically, and really throw the ball. I thought this was, a great spot for me to, show my talent and at the end of the day, get to the NFL.
It's bow time. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner, the Carolina legend can make your tailgate a winner. We're talking crispy chicken, made from scratch buttermilk biscuits, and all the fixins to feed your crew faster than you could say touchdown. Let Bojangles do the cooking. Order your tailgate today. It's bow time.
We understand your time is important, and so is how you measure it. You may want a beautiful timepiece that's able to perform under intense pressure. Or you may want a chronograph with unparalleled accuracy and a sophisticated style. At Reed's Jewelers, you'll find the perfect watch to measure your time. Time is the currency of your life. Measure it well.
Thought they were out of style, huh? Well, check their new game day fit. Oh, snap! DirecTV got hot.
That's right. DirecTV is flexing with all those pro and college games at your fingertips. This ain't your dad's cable, son. It's Couture.
Thank you. I got this. Catching your favorite teams is easy. Whether it's on live TV or streaming, your games are front and center.
We're talking Taylor fit. DirecTV ain't playing.
They're playing football.
Well, yeah, obviously they're playing football, but they knew what I was talking about.
You look ridiculous.
I think you look nice.
Yeah, you look nice, too.
It's bow time. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner, the Carolina legend can make your tailgate a winner. We're talking crispy chicken, made from scratch buttermilk biscuits, and all the fixins to feed your crew faster than you could say touchdown. Let Bojangles do the cooking. Order your tailgate today. It's bow time.
Hear live, out-of-market play-by-play this year with the Varsity Network app. In a truly unique listening experience, capture every moment and all of the drama. Powered by Learfield, the Varsity app delivers the soundtrack of your favorite teams. Access live and on-demand audio broadcasts, plus over 100 official school podcasts for free through the Varsity app. Download the Varsity Network app today.
Duke Football 360 with Dave Harding.
The Blue Devils went out west to Cal and picked up a big win in conference play before a little bit of an open date and some time to regroup. Coach, a youth movement helped you get the job done.
Yeah, we talked about this being a great recruiting class that we brought in this past year. I don't know if we beat Cal without these guys, but I'm going to show why football is such a great team sport. The mixture of old guys and young guys combining together to make the big plays to win the game. So here we're really midway through the second quarter. This is really the turning point of the entire game. We're down by 7, but from this point on, we shut Cal down on defense. And it's going to start with Chandler Rivers, an old guy. He's doing a great job. He's staying outside leverage because he's got safety help in the middle of the field. So there's really nowhere for the quarterback to throw the ball. He's got to throw the ball over the inside shoulder of the wide receiver. And Andrew Pellicciata, Juice, man on the scene, makes a play, and then turns defense into offense, catches the ball down there by the 15, turns defense into offense, carries the ball out across midfield, which would set up the drive where offense tied the game back up, and really at that point on we were almost unstoppable. So great to see. Here you see Shopper helping out in the middle of the field on any in-breaking routes. There it is right there. So everyone's doing their job, and Juice makes a huge play, gets us going.
Juiced it up. The sideline got fired up too, yeah.
Juiced it up, right? So now we've tied the game. This is the next possession. And again, same thing, old guys, young guys working together. I'm going to show from the end zone copy. So Wes Williams, everyone knows about Wes, what a great player he is. And Elliott Shopper, who got thrust into the role with the linebackers we were missing, they're going to work a little two-man twist here, right? Elliott does a great job. Wes has one, and then look, a young guy and an old guy combining on a sack on a big-time play, puts them in a third down and long. So you get the third and long, the very next play, and same thing. Now you're going to see everybody knows about Wes and VJ Anthony, two of the top defensive ends in the country, right? And the whole game plan this week was to flush the left-handed quarterback away from his throw hand. And here's Elliott. Again, he's the spy. There's nothing immediately open to the quarterback. He's off the spot. Elliott's got the speed. Now he combines with VJ. So again, old guys doing their job, young guys making plays alongside the old guys. A great team thing to watch.
That's what stuck out to me was Shopper's closing speed and ability to gain ground on a tackle.
Yeah, he's a long limb guy, and he can really run and make plays. But when you watch the effort, this is why I say old guys have to do their job. You watch VJ win on the pass rush, split a double team. The quarterback feels him and Wes, so he's got to step up, and that's why Elliott. So it's always great to see the guys that make the headline like Elliott truly deserves, but old guys doing their job to allow the young guys to make the plays. Here's another example. So we talked about Chandler Rivers doing the job earlier to help the interception with Pellicciotto. Well, now Chan's coming on a blitz. So same thing, the way that Coach Packey's engineered this blitz, he's going to come inside the running back on purpose, which makes a quarterback think, I have to do what? Flush, hot outside to his throw hand. So we're actually trapping him now to roll out to where he wants to go. That's exactly where Elliott's coming on the wrap. Again, same thing. Owens doing a great job in coverage down the field. Nothing there. And another big-time sack right before halftime. That gets us 3 more points because of sack. So a big-time play right there in the game. So now we've got some game control. We're in the second half. We got to try to put Cal away. They've got a lot of pride in what they're doing. I'm going to go from this camera and go right here. And again, all the freshmen on the field. We've seen Shopper. Here's Mekhi Jones. He's going to be in great coverage on his tight end right here. The quarterback's going to look, okay, to his right first. And Elliott, again, is spying the quarterback. He's watching right here like this. Nothing's immediately open because Mekhi's in good coverage. Now I want to go back to the pass rush. So Aaron Hall, an old guy, is got a great move, and he's going to get a sack on this play. But the reason why he gets a sack is because of Bryce Davis. Watch what Bryce Davis, number 14, okay, just 1 year move to high school, does to this offensive lineman. I mean, you want to talk about speed to power, getting underneath his pads. Watch, he is 55. Look,
off the ground.
That is a large human being that is off the ground right there. And that's why there's no escape valve. So again, a young guy and an old guy combining together to make a big-time play happen. And then a couple more to show you right here. This is Elliott's interception. Again, same thing. We've got great pressure. Quarterback throws it high over the middle. Bang. Elliott makes a play. Oh, almost stayed on his feet. Could have stayed on his feet right there. Got a great block. Yeah, we got a chance right here. And then the last one, you know, and again, we can talk about this guy every week, but I want to, again, talk about the older guys that let the young guys shine. Watch this point of attack blocks. This is really the icing on the cake touchdown right here. Watch Brian Parker and Justin Pickett knock 99 all the way across the field. Brian Parker, after blocking 99, gets on 0, covers 0 up. Jeremiah Hazley comes in, bang, kicks out the defensive end. And we've seen it now every week. You get Nate Shepard one-on-one with a safety.
Bad news for them.
That's bad news for number 17. It's really one-on-none. So, again, a young guy shining in this great recruiting class we've brought in, but the old guys making plays too and allowing everyone to eat in this buffet.
Yeah, a new sense of complementary football. The Blue Devils finding a way to come together and make big plays. Thank you, Coach.